everyone. The trip has begun. And it's interesting because I, got into Virginia, and it's about time I got some gas from New Jersey. But look at this. It looks like a gas station, but it doesn't smell like a gas station. We're at Fade. It's the strangest name ever. I'm going to go find out how they came up with this name.
Definitely was an excellent experience here in Front Royal, Virginia. A lot of people don't know this, but that was actually a Civil War battle. But Alyssa's currently in a Civil War battle right now because, as you see, they have quite a large selection of beer, and this woman over here has tasted at least 13 of them and is still deciding. But Alyssa, can we interrupt you for 1 second as you're pouring? But why should people come and visit you at the Pavement Tap House and have some delicious barbecue?
They should come in. We have 35 different beers on tap. We have tons of wine. We have a beautiful outdoor patio and amazing food. Can't beat it.
Wow. And it's Alyssa.
Welcome to Luray, the historic district. And Luray, in the back, I think it says 1812, And they got some nice looking buildings here. They got the obligatory mural on. But the reason we're coming here is anytime I go someplace, I'm lucky enough to meet people that will tell me where the best breakfast is, lunch, dinner. So here we're in the color of that. That is great. But we are coming to a Luray landmark, and it's Uncle Buck's. Listen, if you're in Virginia and you see a place like Uncle Buck's, it's got to be good, but it comes highly recommended. So let's go have lunch. I'm here. This is where the song is. It's amazing. You know what? My Jersey Johnnie people out there, what do you think? Should they subscribe?
Oh, most definitely. Don't forget to subscribe to Jersey Johnnie.
And that was unrehearsed. Absolutely. You could tell, couldn't you? You just, well, all right. It's like, well, whatever. Just subscribe. Look at the reaction from the ladies is priceless. It's Jersey Johnnie. They're giggling. So I'm kind of feeling good. But I do have a St. Augustine expert over here. And what's your name?
I got an Uncle Ernie. My name's Stan.
All right.
Hemingway and my Uncle Ernie, they live down in Key West. So we come up here every now and then because it's an old city and he's kind of old, and we take Dad along with us. And now meeting you just capped it all off. If you can't get your viewers to come to a town like this and enjoy this place the way you do, with the people here and the reputation, they're doing it wrong.
Listen,
send them here.
Enough said.
Enough said it.
Okay.
A Hemingway lookalike. A real Hemingway.
Uncle Ernie. Johnny, have a good day.
All right. God bless Uncle Ernie.
Now, most people might think, though, there are no soldiers here, but you know what? There are soldiers here.
They're still here.
And you're here.
Sí, estamos aquí.
All right. Give me my grandson Ryan a shout out in Espanol.
Hola, Ryan. ¿Cómo estás?
And don't forget Ava.
Eva también. Y para estar seguro,
Well, obviously, we're a multi-language fort, and that's an
It's a
important
Spanish
thing.
fort, huh?
This is a Spanish fort. Most people think it's, no, it is not.
Spanish fort.
This is a Spanish fort. Why should people make sure when they visit St. Augustine, come and visit you here at the fort?
couple things. One, this is the oldest masonry structure in the entire North America. And St. Augustine, to give you an idea, when the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock, the first children that had been born in St. Augustine were already grandparents.
Wow.
That'll give you an idea of the history of this place, this area.
Well, so it's a must-see. So, fans, get down here to St. Augustine.
Driving on just to get it right. Hard to see what's maybe around. You know I don't like being stuck in the ground. Streets don't change. I'm still the same. You know I ain't got time for
All right. Well, I am standing under an actual Saturn V rocket. And this thing, there's no way that I could possibly show any of you how big this is, other than you need to get here. It is an amazing place. And wait a minute, there's somebody here. I think I see the star of World. Now, those of you who don't know World is your place for astronomy and weather across the World Wide Web. And he's over here doing some research.
Hi, fans.
Thank you. Boy, just to say hello was an honor. All right, let's continue on. Hey everybody, I'm here in Hope Sound and I'm here with Frankie. And this is, you know, I've been in congestion and Florida traffic, Walmarts, Winn-Dixies, but if you really look at this place, this is really wild Florida. We're on the intercoastal. And if I had the right boat, I could take this right back to Jersey, just on the intercoastal. Listen, I'm meeting the crowd over here. These are Frankie's people, and if you're one of Frankie's people, you're okay. Let me tell you, this is the way we roll. Well, you know what? Johnnie always hangs with the band.
That's right.
And this is it.
Hi, I'm Charlie.
And Charlie played up in New Jersey. And you know what? With the Les Paul crowd, you know, and this is really, you know, karma on a tight band playing in beautiful conditions.
Oh, beautiful night. Beautiful night.
And Charlie, thank you. You guys are the best. I'm going to tell you, this is the #1 server in this place. And tell my people why they should visit the Blueprint.
because I'm here. Duh.
See? All right. Watch this.
Look at this whip. Look at this whip. We're getting in.
Welcome back, Johnny.
All right. Here we go. Johnny's back in.
We got some tunes this time. Anybody, you want to listen to something? Any requests?
Well, listen, I want drive fast music.
Okay, you got it. Let's sing next.
Yeah, it was.
Here's this one. Some Rihanna.
Let me try Rihanna.
How was it? Did you like it?
Perfect.
Where were you guys?
Right there, first off. We're right here. Now, how cool was that? Here I am on the tracks. Well, not on the tracks, a pedestrian walkway. And this is Ashland. And there are some interesting people riding around. And it's a real interesting place. It's very friendly. They got some quaint little grocery stores downtown. One of the things about Ashland, and which impresses me, is the creativity and the friendliness of people. And with me, I have Ken. And Ken is probably, this guy can ride a bike. And Ken, really, what are some of the things that people, when they come to visit Ashland, what should they see here in Ashland?
You're asking the wrong one about that. I don't know. It's just so many things.
So many. So that's my point. There's so many things.
Yeah.
Ken, come on down and say hello. Say hello to Ken, and you'll see him on his bike. And quite frankly, we should all be in shape. Had meatloaf that was off the hook, but really, it's the people.
What's up, y'all?
And why should people visit Ashland?
Because it is a nice, small, very friendly town. People here are great. It's very, historical side in Virginia. There's a lot of history that goes through here during the Civil War, being right next to the train tracks, and it's just a fun little town to visit.
Well, this is pretty crazy. That car is on the tracks in Ashland.
I looked and I saw the track. I said, oh my goodness.
I've actually got some eyewitnesses who saw that whole thing. They don't want to be identified because they're under witness protection. So I'll blacken their faces out. But what did you hear inside? Probably the best restaurant in Ashland.
Absolutely.
What did you hear?
No.
The car.
We heard the guys.
We had the meatloaf today, and it's still in our heads. We're talking about this. Did you hear that? Did you hear the actual thumping of the car?
We did. We heard the thumping of the car on the tracks until it came to a screeching halt.
And
There
John,
was a lot of hand waving and
He made a short left when he should have made a
and you
long
know
left.
what? Basically, it's probably a lot safer here than it is in 95 going through Richmond. But all right, I'm going to get back out there, and thank you very much, kids. You okay?
Isn't that crazy? I'm okay.
Good.
I just can't believe
You
it.
can always replace a car, and by quite frankly,
replace it right now.
do you know how? Yeah, no. I'm sure there's a lot of people have made the same mistake.
Well, the police
pull off
officer.
their
Guess
back.
what the police officer said? Oh, this happens all the time.
Yeah.
I said, what do you mean? It happens all.
Well, look at it. It's not clear. Well, one of the things I just want to give credit to is when somebody takes my picture, it's why I miss teaching. This is George, and George is out here, and he's a train fanner. And a lot of people make names. They use the term foamer, and George explained to me why, because you basically foam at the mouth when you watch a train. But George has a little more intellect than that. But we've been out here having a great time. And would you say this is a premier, kind of train spotting?
Definitely.
What was George, what's the most unusual thing you ever saw on coming down the rails here in Ashland?
Just people crossing the track, and trains are too close, really.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Always on and on about everything I'm not, and honestly I'm finally never mind away from, I don't care, can I turn
There's a guy who actually, check this guy out.
Blue devils are gonna get wrecked. Blue devils are gonna get wrecked. Blue devils are gonna get wrecked. Blue devils are gonna get wrecked.
That's expressing your opinion Charlotte style. Now listen, as a representative of the Spectrum Arena, why should people visit the wonderful city of Charlotte, even if there's not an event going on?
It's very diverse. You have a lot of people of all ethnicities here. The food is great. It's a wonderful town. I'm from New York originally, and I will tell you that this is like being in New York.
So this is like meeting my cousin over in New York. We're in New York.
Queens.
Queens. My grandmom in Astoria, Queens, used to take the subway to Dip Mars. But let me tell you something. See, we're all over the place. But let's visit Charlotte. Come on out there.
Come on out. We love you. Okay, my friend.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. But more importantly, I'm here with a professional sports reporter from Tallahassee, Florida, because Tallahassee is in it. And I just learned something. Really, the Florida team has a good chance, right?
Yeah, Florida State's got a shot here. I mean, Duke's really good, but Florida State's deep, they're long. That's a really, really tough matchup for anybody, especially a Duke team that's going to play their third team in 3 days.
Well, listen, I've been listening to the Duke, North Carolina people, and I, quite frankly, haven't seen anybody from Florida show up, but all I want to say is that you're WCTV. This is money well spent, and the intelligence of your reporting staff is perfect. We want real sports, real news here with Jersey Johnny and WCTV. All right, well listen, it was a great time last night looking at college basketball fans, but today in Charlotte, now even though St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow, it's
drinking day today.
It's drinking day.
Cheers.
So we're here. Wait a minute. It is St. Patrick's Day. There they are. All right, I'm staying in the Marshall House, and this place is awesome. And one of the things that they have is a wine reception, wine and cheese reception every day. It's kind of like an embassy suite happy hour. And check this out.
I can't get to sleep that night till the morning came around. I said, I'm gonna take my time, thinking the devil is a friend of mine. I get home for a day, I just might get some sleep tonight.
Here I am in McGrady's Tavern, and who knew that there were Irish people in Charleston? But McGrady's Tavern, this place is beautiful. It really is amazing.
But there was a little scary incident I had just a few minutes ago when I was introduced to these guys, and they're from Philadelphia. Now, we all know how we feel about Philly people. But however, look at this. Look at
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
And I was just ready to say how mature, well-dressed they are. You can dress them up, but you can't take them out. Well, I'm here with Anna, and I decided, you know, half moons or pinks, which was the better choice? Well, Anna came up with the absolute perfect diagnosis about saltiness and sweet and southern and such. But Anna, why should people come and visit Pearls?
Because we're the best restaurant on earth.
Best restaurant on earth.
Yes, sir.
And if there's one thing that they should come and say hello to you, what should it be?
Just come try our oysters.
All right. We're downtown, a lot of history over here in Charleston. And, you know, check these dudes out. I can't tell if they're real or not. They still hold on to the whole Confederate thing down here. I'm rolling.
Wrong war.
Whew. All right.
You won this one. We like this one. We love New Jersey.
Well, there you go. So, gentlemen, why, you know, the troops are here. Why should people come and visit Charleston?
Because it's a good, safe environment now that we got the British out of here.
And no reason exists not to.
Because there's no place like it, that's right.
Done.
It's the holy city.
Come on down.
Oh,